Hi everyone. This video is about printing in Excel. We have here a set of data in our spreadsheet in the activity 1A spreadsheet or worksheet. And we have so many columns. Let's just say these are products or maybe an inventory of products or items in a particular organization or a company. And we have these columns that give more description about the items that are shown here under object name. So this is a large set of data. As you can see, it's, well, I'll just place my cursor here at column A and just press Control down to see how large this set of data is, and it's up to row 294. So it's a large set of data. I want to print this, so let's get to it. So it's the quickest way to do that is to go to File and Print, and in the print window or page, you will see right away the preview of the printout. Well, we have here a few buttons or drop downs that you can use to set up your printing. For example, here you can choose your printer. Of course, you can print right away. You can specify how many copies you want to make. But before that, let's just take a look at the preview right here at the at the right side. And as you can see, it only captures the first three columns of our spreadsheet. If I were to go back, I can see five columns here. But if I go back to printing, File, Print, we see only 3 columns. And as you can see here at the bottom, it says there are 12 pages. I think that's too much. So I'm going to click here at the lower right corner, or maybe I think I can, well, I'll just click that button down there. Zoom into page, and I see, yeah, there are only 3 columns. And if I scroll to the right here, I'm using the scrolling buttons here. Well, I can see the second page, which captures, I think, the rest of the columns. And yeah, it's not looking really good right now. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to the first page, and I'm gonna click this zoom button again to bring it back to full page view. Basically, what I want to do here is to fit all the columns of this table or this data set into one page, or into one page, actually, yes. So in order to do that, we go here. We go to scaling, where we have no scaling indicated here right now. But I'm going to choose this option. You see there are many options, but the one I'm going to choose right now is to fit all the columns in one page. And there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns, I believe, is what we have here. And that looks more similar. It looks similar to the spreadsheet information that we have here. So the good thing is we now have all the columns in one page, and you can see here at the bottom or below, we see only 5 pages now instead of 12. All right. So the text has become a little smaller, but we can do something about that. Perhaps we can change the margins. We can also change the paper. I think that this paper is not the usual letter size paper. I'm going to go here to page setup to do those adjustments. So right now, I'm just going to take a look at margins here. And my left margin is 0.7. Let me just make that a little smaller. Maybe 0.45, or I'll just type it 0.5. and the right side also 0.5. And if I click OK, let's see. Well, it's a little wider. Hopefully the text has become a little bigger too. I'm going to go back to page setup here. And now I'm going to make some more adjustments. The paper size here under page, the page tab. Let me change that to letter. There you go. And let me click OK. So now our printout is looking a little better. See, we have the 5 columns over here. And we only have, well, this time we have 6 pages because we're using a smaller size paper, which is letter size, 8.5 by 11. So you can see there are 6 pages. There are other things that you can do here, like, well, I'm going to go back to page setup, and I'd like to specify a header and a footer. Let's say in my header, I would like to put in, well, you know, you can put in several things, the page number, and the title of the file, the page number, and the name of the worksheet, etc. So these are all built in based on the properties of the file that you're working on. But you can also specify a custom header. So I'll just put in my title here, and I'll just say inventory report there, and click OK. And at the bottom, at the footer, instead of typing in or using a custom footer by clicking custom footer right here, I will just specify the page number there. Or you can even say page 1 of 7 or 1 of 5. So in this case we have 6 pages, so it's going to be 1 of 6. And let me click OK. So there it is. There's the title right there, and at the bottom we'll see page 1 of 6. So this is page 1. Now there's one more thing I'd like to do before I finish this topic about printing. If I go to page 2, you notice that the titles are no longer there. See, in page 1 we have the titles or the headers, and then on page 2 there's none, page 3 there's none, up to page 6 you won't have the titles. So how do we fix that? We can fix that in the layout tab of Excel. So not here in the backstage or in this print page. I'm going to go back. And what we essentially want to do is to repeat this row right here. In this row is row 3, right? We want to repeat that every page when we print. And we can easily do that by going to page layout and go to print titles right here. So we want to print row 3 as our titles for the columns in our printout. And we can do that over here in rows to repeat at top. Place my cursor there and just click row 3 right here, and that makes row 3 the header or the titles that will repeat each page when I print my spreadsheet. I'll just click OK. And now when I go back to the preview of my printing, I'm going to go to File, Print once again. So this is my page 1. Next page, page 2, right? See, there's page 2 of 6. There's a header right now, object name, object type, etc. Page 3, all the way to page 6, you now have titles. So this is this video just goes through that process of doing that layout changes or settings changes in your printing for an Excel spreadsheet. And it's really good to do that before you print it, otherwise you'll be wasting paper, right? So it's always a good idea to save your work File Save, so the print settings will be saved as well. And now you're ready to print. You can go to File, Print, and go ahead and click the Print button. Okay, thank you very much, and have a great day. Bye-bye.